Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chemaholic. I hope you all are liking my videos and also subscribing it. For those who haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe it now for getting all the latest updates and notifications of my coming videos and you don't miss out any of the information. So guys, let's start with our chapter acid, bases and salts. So previously we finished with all types of indicator and now we are moving ahead with reaction of acids with metals. Let's try and understand with a simple experiment. So in the experimental setup, we'll first take a test tube and put some dilute sulfuric acid in it, which is our acid in this experiment. Now comes the chance of putting some zinc granules to the acid, which is nothing but a metal in this experiment. So we observe that a brisk reaction is taking place and some bubbles are also seen. You can see the bubbles over here. Some bubbles are also seen in the test tube, which tells us that a gas is also evolving in this experiment. To find out which gas is evolving, we pass the gas through a soap solution. The bubbles of a soap solutions are now filled with gas. Now we bring a burning candle near the soap bubble and they burst, and the gas present in it catches fire with a pop sound. This catching of fire with a pop sound, it tells us that the gas is nothing but hydrogen gas. The setup is very sophisticated and you should not try this at your home. Always do it in the presence of an expert. Now let's see the details and equations of this reaction. So the acids, they react with metals and give out hydrogen gas. Zinc is taken as a metal and sulfuric acid is our acid, and we get zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. Zinc sulfate is our salt over here. Now we will write its general equation, where we see that a metal reacts with an acid and it forms metal salt and hydrogen gas. This is the general equation for this experiment and it is very important to remember. Now let's now go for the similar reaction but with bases. So it is reaction of bases with metals. So again the experimental setup is similar to the previous one, and a test tube we have taken and it is filled with concentrated sodium hydroxide solution, which is a base, and now metal will put in here. Zinc granules we have taken as metal. You can even warm the contents of the test tube if the reaction is not proceeding. We observe that a hydrogen gas is evolving. You can see the bubbles of hydrogen gas in the test tube, and it is confirmed by bringing a burning candle near it, which catches fire. So bases react with metals to liberate hydrogen gas along with the formation of a salt, and the reaction is represented like this. So similar to the previous one, zinc as a metal, base we have taken sodium hydroxide. You can also take potassium hydroxide, then a hydrogen gas and a sodium zincate is formed. Sodium zincate is our metal salt over here. So the general equation for this type of experiment is metal reacting with base form metal salt and hydrogen gas. Now we'll see another type of reaction of metal carbonates and metal bicarbonates with acids. So this experimental setup is sophisticated, where we have taken dilute hydrochloric acid in a test tube and sodium carbonate, which is our metal carbonate in this experiment. So overall in this reaction we are actually trying to react metal carbonate with dilute HCl. Metal carbonate is sodium carbonate here. So we observe that a reaction takes place which gives carbon dioxide gas with an effervescence, corresponding salt and water. One thing we need to note down here is effervescence in any reaction shows the evolution of carbon dioxide gas. To confirm the presence of this carbon dioxide gas, we actually pass the gas with the help of a delivery tube through lime water. That means this test tube is actually containing lime water. The chemical name for lime water is calcium hydroxide solution. We'll study this part of the reaction later in the video. Till then, we observe that a reaction between the metal carbonate and acid, it gives out carbon dioxide gas with an effervescence forming corresponding salt and water. So the equations for this experiment is when metal carbonate reacts with acids, So you can see the metal carbonate over here. Sodium carbonate we have taken as metal carbonate, reacting with dilute HCl, which is our acid, forms the corresponding salt, metal salt, which is sodium chloride, forming water and carbon dioxide. Similarly, when metal bicarbonate, which is also known as hydrogen carbonate, when it reacts with acids, it forms similar equations. You can see the change in the formula of NaHCO3, which is sodium bicarbonate, and Na2CO3, which is sodium carbonate. So it reacts with acid, which is HCl, and corresponding metal salt NaCl, H2O and CO2. Also, the general equation for this experiment is metal carbonates and bicarbonates, they react with acid and they form metal salt, carbon dioxide gas and water. Now this reaction has real life importance. For example, if a person is suffering from the problem of acidity due to overeating, then he or she is actually advised to take a pinch of baking soda. This is because baking soda is sodium bicarbonate, which is a base, and it neutralizes the acid in the stomach and the person gets relief from burning due to acidity. Now later half of the experiment, where we pass the gas through the lime water, observe that lime water turns milky, which you can see over here, which also shows that the gas evolved is carbon dioxide gas. A white PPT of calcium carbonate is formed, which can be explained through this reaction. Now this is the reaction. Lime water, the chemical name is calcium hydroxide, CaOH2 plus CO2. It forms calcium carbonate, which is having the milky suspension over here. Also, the very interesting part of this experiment is when we try to pass excess of CO2 gas through lime water, the milkiness, it disappears and the solution becomes clear. This is because due to the formation of soluble calcium bicarbonate, and the equation is calcium carbonate plus water plus carbon dioxide gas, and it forms this calcium bicarbonate, which is soluble in water. So this is the overall reaction. This water is formed here. This is because of the presence of water which is formed in this experiment, you can see here. So this is the product of this reaction, which acts as a reactant for this reaction, and we just need to add this carbon dioxide gas over here and we get calcium bicarbonate, which is soluble in water. So guys, this is all about today's video lesson. I hope you enjoyed and understood well.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you don't want to miss out any of the information shared at this platform about chemistry, don't forget to subscribe my channel Chemaholic. Also like it and share it with your friends. Join our community Chemaholic. Stay motivated, stay positive, because we have got Chemaholic.